You're now listening to Anonymidst.
What's good, family? How you living? That was kind of ghetto, but I ain't gonna redo it. So let's talk about depression. Life be whooping my butt sometimes. I'm not even gonna hold you. However, depression can look like sadness or it can look like greatness, like acting on a pedestal, okay? But did y'all recognize like suicide rates are going up astronomically? Like nobody talks about that. And women are less likely to do gunshot wounds to the head. They, ain't nobody trying to do all that blood and stuff. You trying to just do a little slit here and be done. Oh, I might need to put a trigger warning. My bad. Trigger. Hey, I'll put it in the description or something. But, and I'm not cutting it out because I want them to know that I actually thought about them. But anyways, yeah, men are more likely to just be like, I'm out of here. But women, like, like a certain softness. Sometimes not. Sometimes it just gets so heavy and hopeless that you just feel like, I can't do this no more. It's a lie, bro. It's just like you believe in all the lies that's coming up. And you really fighting them us. Like, you really trying to, like, figure out who you are. But they making so much sense. And then people, bro. People do not watch what they say to you. Like, people are not kind. People, like, they just say certain stuff. And low-key, because you're not right, you can take it left. But still, if people don't know what you're going through, they don't know what they saying. And people die from a lack of knowledge. And I ain't finna always say little Bible verses. I'm probably not saying them right, but that's just what I know to base my information off of. Because that's what got me about my depression. Because when I tell you, my depression is different. I look my prettiest when I was depressed the most. I was skinny. I was not eating. I feel like I had an eating disorder because I would go a long time without eating. Then I would eat. And it just was not something that was healthy. And then I was allowing myself to basically like go off and do what am I getting at? I'm sorry, somebody's walking by me and safety first. But yeah, like my depression allowed me to feel the need to escape all the time. Like just reckless behavior. Like when I look back, I'm not proud of it. Like I'm looking back like, bro, I was really hurting. And like I would put a band-aid on this. Let this sit right here. Do something over here. Put a band-aid on that. And then my biggest thing was, I'll figure it out later. Like, I just felt like I was too young to deal with this type of stress. And I'm just going to figure it out later, So, yeah. It was never, like, depression I didn't know what depression was. But when I learned how to fight it, or when I learned my triggers or what I'm actually battling, it's really like a self-esteem thing. Like when you let a whole bunch of stuff just like pick up on you, you don't address it, just let it stack up, and it just hits you. Like one day you really have had enough and it just hits you, and you just start just feeling sad. Like you just like, and you really can't put a pin on it. Like, what made me sad? You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's been so much that you can't necessarily be like, find a root to it. Like, you just been going so fast that you just forget about yourself. And I think depression is very, very real, and it can get very deep in a dark hole, in a dark place. And the deeper that you're in there, the harder it is to see light. Because Lauren London was like, I hear certain people, but I can't see them. That is a very dark place. When you can't, you can't get out of it. Like, you're just like, I'm trying, but nothing is working. I don't know what to do. I'm just living. I'm just thinking, okay, this is going to get better soon. This is going to get better eventually. And that's not to say that sometimes that's not what it's going to be. But I'm saying that depression is not the end. Depression is not something that you have to be married to. That's not something that you have to always have in your life. You can always say, no, we're not doing this today. We're not doing this tomorrow. And if we need to do this, we're giving ourselves 24 hours to cry, to write it out, to give ourselves affirmations. We're going to find positive coping mechanisms because, yes, life sucks ass sometimes. Shit just be happening. Excuse my French. But you need to understand that it is very real. And depression oftentimes comes with anxiety. That's like the little cousin. And I ain't gonna lie. Anxiety can be worse than depression, in my opinion. Because depression is like, get your way up out of that. And anxiety is like, certain people energy throw you off. It's like a pH balance. Like, certain people energy throw your shit off. People just chit-chatting and you like, ooh, what are they talking about? And especially if you don't know your triggers and your roots. Like, for example, I'm sticking with confidence and self-esteem. Like, if someone comes up to me and they just so doubtful and just this and that, and in your process, you're healing, and it's just like, did you just come to destroy me, my boy? And you literally have to get mentally strong enough to know that who you are and whose you are basically cancels out everything else. Like, when you know, it's no competition, I am valuable, and baby, you can wipe the sweat off my butt crack, because what you saying to me? But the biggest people who have so much to say be hurting the most. And it's like they can't even see themselves. One of my friend girls who was talking about this, and recently I just been very open. Like, I used to I didn't like how I just said that, but I'm gonna keep going. I used to not like being vulnerable around people, just on some G stuff. Like you not finna ever have one up on me, because that goes with my trust, and that's my loyalty and stuff. Like, I'm loyal to myself at the end of the day, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna have to go to sleep on my bed. I'm gonna have to use the restroom by myself, unless I'm in a celly or something. God forbid. I ain't going. But hey, I'm the one that's gonna have to deal with my stuff. You not gonna be able to ever say this and that, because I know how that's gonna make me feel. I know how that's gonna make me think about you. And I know when I get upset, when I get mad, don't nothing else matter. So I'm really trying not to get upset, right? So me and my vulnerability, I don't put it in everybody's hands. You know what I'm saying? And I think I got off attention. I definitely forgot what I was finna get at. But, oh yeah. So I was being very open around my friend group. And we was just talking about the need for boundaries. Dealing with anxiety and depression, you gotta have boundaries, because you gotta know your triggers. You gotta know what environment is what's gonna make you feel like this and that. For me, I don't like men who, like, for example, I'm walking. Hey, you finding them up? Like, bro, let's not do that. Cause what you doing? Like, that's self-confidence, but with a twist. Like, I don't like that. That's just an example. I'm just not finna go there. But anyways, like, my boundary, I'm not turning around. Because I've set a standard and an expectation for myself. For one, my husband, my husband, he not finna say A to me. I'm thinking he's singing his ABCs, because do I have an A on my backpack? Like, no, I don't. Can I get an excuse me? Something like a A? Ooh, and you better not say A, ma. Do I like a mother? I don't think I look like a mother. I'm not your mama. No. Especially if I don't know you. I do not know you. I don't know you. No. Don't, like, it's like setting expectations or setting boundaries. When you go into a certain environment, something in you makes you think of a childhood experience. That childhood experience, if you haven't completely healed from it, you're going to get the exact same feeling, because you're still allowing the exact same lies to play in your head. And sometimes you don't necessarily know that that's what's happening, but that's how you react. Like, some people still argue like a little kid about little stuff. And it's like, I don't have time for that. We grown. And sometimes that's not how I respond, but that, at the end of the day, that's how I'm thinking. Like, you ain't checked yourself about that? Like, you really ain't checked yourself about that? You need to get your life together. That tells me where you at. Like, nah, you need... Bro, speaking of... I'm finna go on another tangent. Bro, I had a dream, right? We finna go do something to your mama. I had a dream. I had a dream, right? So I forgot. I did something that I said I was not gonna do no more. And I just felt like we all are in a line. Like, we just walking our journey, walking our path, right? And we just writing with, like, the words that we say, we just writing it out, right? And once I made a decision that was basically a sin, it wasn't sex. So get your mind in the gutter. Thank you. Maybe my mind is, anyways. And it was just like, I got to the back of the line, and the back of the line was in the dark. And it's like I had to work my way back up, and just keep writing. But everything is like a line. And when I had that dream, everything, like, I just had so much peace when I woke up, even though I knew, like, I was just in the back of the line again, because I knew I was making the wrong decision, but I allowed my flesh and my feelings to make the decision for me, because I was in a depressive state. Like, I'm in a state where I'm just like, I don't really care about nothing you talking about. Give me what I want, so I can escape this world. Like, if you think about it, that's why boys feel the need to, like, have sex with random people. Like, let's be for real. Sex feel good. Like, let's have an adult conversation. Like, I feel like if it didn't feel good, then nobody would, like, want to rush it. Same thing with love. Like, if true love wasn't something that was, like, special, well, no, it'd just be like cigarettes. The ones that want it. The ones that don't want cancer, don't want cancer. Simple. But it is something of value. You know what I'm saying? Like, drugs. Boom. Escaping. Like, I was using a depressant to stimulate me, to make me higher. Do you know how depressed you have to be to use a depressant and feel higher? Like, Same thing with alcohol. Like, you so low. When you drink alcohol, that bring you up. Bro, do you know, like, spirits is in that? Literally, if you look on a building, it says spirits and beverage. Like, do you know what a beverage is? A beverage is a Coca-Cola. It's a soda. It's a juice. Spirits is what you're drinking about that bottle. And it really just make you worse, because what you just gonna remember what? You just gonna remember what your thought was when you was walking out the house. I'm trying to get messed up. That was your exact thought. Even if it wasn't your thought, you had some cousin to it. But I'm just saying, like, we have all these things that we use to run away from ourselves. But what if we ran to ourselves and we just, the same person that we want to just hold us and just be with us, like, be with the little baby that's like, that I was born. Like, I ain't say that right, but like, you know how you have that inner child? That inner child can be broken because that inner child trusted a lot of people, and that inner child got, like, I don't want to say destroyed, but they ain't treat that inner child right. And I think that it's a place inside of you that allows you to be there for yourself. And there's a community of people who, let me just say this. On my journey, when I knew, okay, all right, I don't have nobody to turn to right now that really can feel me, because I don't want to be this person no more. But everybody that I'm around that's in my environment, they cool with smoking at 8:00 before the sun come up. They cool with a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And that's neither here nor there. Still wrong or right, you know what's up with me. Like, hey, I ain't ever gonna judge you. I'm just saying that's not for me. That's not for me. I've grown from that. That's what I'm saying. But when I made the decision, or when I didn't even think I made a decision, I just knew I could not do that anymore. Like, it's just something was in me that made me feel like, just made me know, like, that's not helping. Like, it's just not helping me right now. Like, I can't do that. Like, I just cannot do that. And I wanted to be understood so bad. But no, it wasn't until I was able to find the community that was able to, and I'm not even gonna lie, my community was on YouTube and Pinterest at first, like, long distance people, like, spiritual soul. Oh, my mama, I will watch them videos. Bro, I was just like, gazer all the time. Like, I'm like, okay, you seeing this too. Okay, bet. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes even the spiritual community, I'm like, bro, what is y'all on? This low-key doo-doo. Oh, they gonna get me for that one. Okay, but anyways. No, they not. But okay. So I be having to laugh, bro. I be laughing at my pain. Anyways. Why do I keep saying anyways? Because I just be like putting band-aids on stuff, like I said. And when it piles up and it smacks me in my face, then I be like trying to back up and research what happened. Whole time, like, I just need to let stuff flow, let it ride. But I always want to be cognizant of other people. Like, I always want to be cognizant of other people and how they take stuff and blase. But until I ever conquer the enemy in myself, I can never understand, one, unconditional love. Shout out Lauryn Hill. Two, like, the value of myself. The love that I have for myself is like, it gotta be up there. Because if I allow you to play me, what I'm gonna think about myself. I gotta love me more. You know what I'm saying? That's why boundaries come in. And as far as like depression cool until you don't have nobody to turn to. Like, nobody is in your misery and you all alone. It's cool until you in a room and it's low-key feeling like crackheads just all around you. Like y'all fiending for an escape on some stuff. It's cool until you use your last $10 for a dime bag. Now you don't have no house. It's cool till you use your last $10 for a dime bag. Now you don't have no gas in your car and your gas smell like weed. So you can't call 911 and you panicking. Now you got anxiety, but you high, so you good, right? Oh, okay. You be so cool until you get on social media and you low-key comparing yourself, not even low-key, very much high-key. Shorty just got a new job. You sitting here envious and you sitting here eating popcorn, bro. Like, you good? Like, if we looked in the yearbook, I would think you was a star student, but what about now? Yeah. Like, it's cool until you really have to sit with yourself and look on your own decisions. And I think that's what I'm getting at. I'm challenging you to look at your own decisions. I'm doing the same thing. It's not like I'm being a hypocrite at all. I will look at my own decision, own up to them. And if I have something to say, I ain't gonna make no excuse about it. I'm just gonna say, hey, live, learn, done. Don't make the same mistake I did. Have a good day. Simple. I'm not finna justify my wrong, but I'm not gonna let you use my wrong to play me. Like, nah, you're not doing that. So, how you're living is like living your purpose. And some stuff cannot go where you going. Depression could not go. It tried to come because it was a part of me for so long. But I ain't let it. It would have slowed me down in ways I could not imagine. Like, it would have just had me just so down. And sometimes people could see it. Like, if people who know depression, you can see that depression all on me. But if I felt like I wasn't hiding it enough, I will make sure you would not know nothing about me. And I think society is making that a thing now too. Like, they saying everything about mental health, but you pushing a lot of stuff that even helps depression. Like, I like the commercial where it talk about the vape. Breathe in, and then it's like, and then you probably feel much worse now. But it's true, like, scientifically, everybody want to talk about science, but like, scientifically, negativity is like gonna happen, and you have to choose to be positive. You have to choose to want more for yourself. Like, it's not just gonna be like sunny and rainbows out here every day, especially as a black woman and a black man. Like, I wish it was, but no. It's like, here comes the BS. But no, here comes the BS. How you doing? You look ugly with your big head self. Hey, depression builds character and personality, if you ask me. Because I'm humorous after that. You think I built this personality by myself? Y'all could thank my depression. Y'all could thank everybody else calling me ugly. Now he calling from his mommy house, say he miss me. Alright, y'all. This podcast low-key long. But hey, it's just me clowning, just venting about depression and just shedding light on like suicide and anxiety. Hey, share in the comments how you feel, how you think about depression. If I hit some nerves, whatever, just let me know. I might care. I might just comment back. But, hey, let me know something. We a family. It's all love. I'm going to stand on principle, and I don't want nobody in the middle. Hey, choose a side. Bye.